might not be the season that I want it to be, but I guess it depends on what I do in that season. Hello and welcome to George's Creative Diary, week 7. This is going to be a quick one. For those who don't know me, I'm George. I'm an artist filmmaker working my way up in the art world and TV/film industry. This is my creative diary, something I decided to start and inconsistently continue, but I'm here for 2 reasons really. A, to share my journey, and B, to hopefully reflect and create a community of people where we can share ideas and exchange information around freelance and what that means and what it entails. This week I've been thinking a lot about motivation, a lot about routine and phases of becoming or being a freelancer. In terms of motivation or lack of motivation, I have a quote which I want to read out. It's from Dr. Maya Angelou, and the quote says, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." And quite frankly, it's a quote that I discovered today, and I just found it beautiful and something which is inspiring me at the moment, and I don't necessarily feel that I need to unpack it much, but I just wanted to share it. Perhaps it might be useful for someone to hear who's feeling unmotivated this week or has been feeling unmotivated for a while. Then in terms of like routine, which I think, inherently links to motivation. For me, I feel like my lack of routine has definitely, affected my output. And that's kind of something which I want to work on a bit and just try to be a little consistent in just one thing, and that at the moment is exercise. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that spreads across everything else I'm doing, and some sort of routine can come about by me like consistently following something every day. We'll see how it goes, I'll let you know. And lastly, phases of freelancing. I'm in Folkestone because I was doing a workshop learning how to use Unreal Engine, which has been really great, and hopefully something that I'll be using in my next project. But spoke with 3 really experienced freelancers who've been doing it for years, and I love to ask questions. I love to ask people who have been there, done it, like, what would you change? If you'd change anything, what have you learned? And what I received from, I'm going to call them freelancer elders, is the idea of seasons in your freelance journey. And I'm kind of understanding it a bit more now, and therefore becoming less frustrated, especially in certain seasons where it might entail me resting, right? Not working, and therefore looking for jobs or developing myself, learning, and also understanding there's going to be loads of other seasons which may include working in a different job. As simple as this may sound or seem to certain people, I often find myself being a bit frustrated because I don't quite think I'm aware of what kind of season I'm in, or sometimes I don't reflect enough to ask myself which season could I be in. And sitting back, listening to some people who have been in various seasons, you could even call it a cycle of seasons, because you never quite know what's going to happen next, and it's always going to be different. I just got a lot of, affirmations to a certain extent that A, not alone, and B, I have to kind of be present and acknowledge that it might not be the season that I want it to be, but I guess it depends on what I do in that season. So yeah, that's me about motivation, routine, and seasons of freelancing. See you next week for week 8.